Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we will discuss about the ERC token standards related to NFTs. And before we get started with the token standard and go through the Ethereum improvement protocols regarding both those standards, what we'll do is we'll first try to understand what the NFTs are. And NFTs are usually, very hot topics these days. So more or less everyone knows about it. However, in our previous video, we had discussed about the ERC20 token standard, which are basically the fungible tokens. Now, NFTs, these are opposite of what fungible tokens are. They are tokens with unique properties and are therefore non-interchangeable with each other, right? So, any NFT that I own or cannot be exchanged by any NFT that anyone else has, right? Because my NFT will have its own set of attributes and properties and everything. So each token, that is the NFT, represents a unique, independent, and a different value, property, or an asset, right? So lately, if you would have noticed, NFT's price, going up on the OpenSea NFT marketplace, it's because they represent a unique form of a value. Furthermore, they also represent exclusivity, and it also creates a sense of scarcity as well regarding the NFT that we own. And this is a big use case in the digital art world. Moreover, while digital creations might be considered to be abundant, NFTs add information and provenance to them, transforming them into something that's digitally one of its own kind, right? So something similar to how say the painting of Mona Lisa would be, right? Or a picture of any say rare or rarest of the pictures of any wild art or anything related to it. But how is this possible? Now, this is possible through the power of smart contracts, right? So what we do is we can create built-in signatures that serves as proof of ownership and a method of authentication. Moreover, smart contract hold NFTs metadata and the link to the artwork or the unique creation itself. This is all contained in a code which is written in Solidity and is usually on the Ethereum blockchain. Although there are platforms such as Binance Smart Change or Polygon, which are like very quickly catching up, right? So, and then there are a lot of marketplace that are currently available as far as say the NFTs are concerned. So there are basically two very famous token standards that exist. So the first one is the ERC 721 and the other one is the ERC 1155. Now I will quickly just walk you through the Ethereum improvement protocol for both of this. So this is a 721 protocol that was basically created in 2018. So it was on 24th January. And then the enhancement of the NFT based token standard came with 1155. Now, this is basically the same year, but in 2018. Now, 1155 was basically a big enhancement because what 1155 did is that it can manage multiple tokens for you. So suppose if you want to create a marketplace, now you do not want to say create different or deploy different contract for each NFT. Rather than that, there should be a way where we can have that option of not only having or holding say multiple NFTs, but also with time going ahead and adding more NFTs with that, right? And that's when the ERC 1155 came into picture, right? So now, as far as like current scenario is concerned, the 721 and 115 are both being used. However, anyone who is getting started first should go ahead and first understand the ERC 721, right? So technically, the ERC 721 defines the minimum interface that a smart contract has to implement. And for anyone to getting started, in order to understand what the space is, the 721 is definitely the way to go, right? So another important point that I would want to highlight here is that that basically the 721 are completely non-fungible, but 1155 are semi-fungible, and that's why it was created out of its use case itself. Now, ERC1155 is a new way to create semi-fungible tokens. So what exactly the semi-fungible tokens are? Now, these are new type of token that merges different properties of the token standard that came before, which include the ERC721 and the ERC20, right? So think of it as having the best of both the worlds. Let's take the useful analogy. So suppose let's consider a case where say we have a store coupon, right? That's a fungible token, which holds the value till say you go ahead and you redeem that. After redeeming the coupon, the token that we hold basically has a $0 value, and you cannot trade it as a regular fungible token. Therefore, the redeemed coupon with the altered property becomes unique with information about the item that has been redeemed. However, a semi-fungible token, such as the ERC1155, is capable of representing both the attributes, right? So, ERC1155 is and was basically proposed as a novel approach to defining tokens, where multiple items can be stored in a single contract with least amount of data necessary to distinguish between them. So let's go through like what are the different use cases that or what are the different advantages that ERC1155 came up with. So the first one is basically if you see this particular diagram, so what we can see is that this new standard simplifies a token swap of any number of token, right? So in this case, the swap that is happening where item A, B, C are basically being swapped against item say D, E, F, right? So it allows us to have multiple swaps, right? Similarly, the other one is the atomic swap of multiple tokens. So as you can see in this image, the entire batch is getting approved, and this is pretty simple, where so the transfer is taking from account A, which has say 20 arrows NFTs, one battle axe, and say 33.5 gold, right? So similarly, this is basically what it does is that it facilitates the atomic swap, where it becomes possible for moving multiple tokens to a different account in a single transfer. So what we'll do is we'll quickly take a look at the say a sample ERC115 contract and see how does it looks like. Right, so this is how a sample ERC25 token is. So this contract name is game items, which is an ERC1155 contract, and if you'll see here the state variable, we have basically 5 state variable, which has been defined as copper, crystal, knife, wand, and so on. And in the constructor, when this contract is being deployed, we are basically what we are doing is we have say 5 ERC20 tokens, which is the copper, crystal, knife, and wand, and 1 Elder Sword, which is the NFT based contract. So what it does is that this initializes an ERC115 contract. The game item in this contract are both fungible and non-fungible. So as I mentioned that in this case, copper is fungible while the Elder Sword is non-fungible. Now under game items, one more thing that you can observe that each item corresponds to a number. This simply means that each integer such as copper or crystal is practically just an alias, right? And in the constructor, if you'll see, which is the ERC1155 contract, you find several mint calls, right? The mint calls create new token types. So here, as a game currency, copper is being minted with a quantity of 10 to the power 18, and crystal is minted with a quantity of 10 to the power 27. Similarly, the Elder Sword is minted as a single quantity, that is 1, which indicates that the item is an NFT. Now, it is, since the quantity is 1, it is unique and rare because there is only 1 of its available. Okay, so other than that, there's one more point that I want to highlight is that currently ERC1155 is the gold standard, right? So large NFT marketplace use different versions of a smart contract, and ERC1155 allows users to create new items without having to deploy new contract on these marketplaces. And there are a lot of dApps that are being built on ERC 1155, especially say play to earn games where a single game might have different type of tokens as well as NFTs as well. However, in order to learn more about different token standard, I will propose that you all can check this out on the EIP Ethereum GitHubs. So here everything is basically in very detail. The author, the discussion, from where this entire proposal came from, and all of that can be basically along with the abstract and the methods can be found out here itself. That's all on the ERC token standard. Thank you.